everyone, it's Louise with louisemckayart, and welcome to my channel. I'm embarking on something a little different today. And first of all, thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming, and hopefully I'm going to give you something a little different to look at. As what I have here is one of these wood panel boards. I've got it primed on the top and I have it taped. And I'm just going to do a simple, colorful swipe, hopefully. I've done these before. It's been a long time since I've done one. I'm going to try to use up some of this Australian Floetrol, which I've got buku. I've got like 6 bottles of these, and of each of these, and I've given away a bunch. So I've got my colors over here. I've got my pillow paint that I'm going to use, which is the Multi-Pro. And the plan is just lay down the Multi-Pro and lay down my colors just straight across, and then use these little swiping tools and my swiping in various sizes as I go about creating something here. Okay, so let's get started. So this is my Multi-Pro. That's a great name, Multi-Pro. I'm just gonna put a bunch down here, and then we'll spin it out, and we'll see where we are. I might skip some of this part where all I'm doing is really just getting prepared to lay down the colors and then the swipe. And when I do get to the swiping part, I'm probably going to skip ahead a lot or go on fast forward, probably fast forward. So I'm going to skip past a lot of this. All I'm doing is laying down the pillow and spreading it out over the top. Get this pretty much covered before I start. All right, I think we're kind of in a good spot. So I'm going to go on hyperspeed as I lay down the colors, because this took a long time getting all these colors laid down, and I will flash up what each of these colors are as I go. All right, let's get the cell activator. This is the white Australian. Actually, first, let me just give it a little spin. Kind of get it to stretch toward the edges a bit. Now, as we go forward with the swiping, I'm going to go very fast speed through that and skip some portions as well. You'll get the gist as we go. Okay, all right, cell activator, give it a little shake, pour some out. That's the titanium white. This is the oxide black. But either way, it's from Amsterdam. If you're interested in an American Floetrol cell activator recipe, I have a video 141, it's 8 minutes. This cell activator works equally well as this Australian. I'll link it above. Start with that. Okay. Here are my swiping tools. And let's start with this one. Let's just start here, see what we get. Now you want to make sure when you're pulling this cell activator through and swiping to not hesitate and not stop. You want to keep a steady pace the whole way through. probably go on fast forward. Keep going like this. Now I just got to work it out. I just got to work quickly. Now let's try another size just for fun. Let's go to a big one. Let's go big on each side. See what we get. I can always go smaller again. I do like alternating sizes and not laying them next to each other, just for variation, to make it look a little more interesting. All right, moving along. Switch gears a little bit. I gotta be careful over here. Okay, so for the rest of this, I'm going to be cutting out a lot and going into fast speed. You see what I'm doing? I'm switching sizes and I'm just going for composition. Do I want to try blooming in the middle? Just a little blooming? Let's see what happens. So spoiler alert, in the interest of time, I do about 6 blooms in the middle and they turned out terrible. I'm going to skip ahead to one of my last ones. I'll try one more. I don't know what I'm doing at all. We're just winging it. Might just run a swiper through the middle in a minute. So that's exactly what I end up doing. I end up swiping through the middle and I'm going to skip ahead to that right now. I might just do a big swipe right through the middle. Yeah, I don't like that little bloom in the middle. Okay, let's, plus I probably need to get paint out of there. So let's do another swipe. Let's see what happens here. I'll keep that right there and we'll go right from the middle here. I think that's it, guys. It's a little wild and crazy. We'll see how this dries. Oh my. So when I'm back, and what I've decided, because I don't like the center stripe on this, the bloom swipe that I did, I just didn't like the way it turned out. So I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to cover it up with some flowers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some semi-gloss varnish as my glue, and I'm going to lay down a glue pattern, and I'm going to adhere these flowers to it. I'm hoping I can do this pretty well. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to do to cover it on top. So let's go from right to left since I'm left-handed. And yeah, I'm just going to put down some varnish. I'm going to lay this guy in here. So I'm going to fast forward here as I'm laying down the flowers, and I'll be back in a second. And then move on to the next one. So. Okay, so I'm finishing up. So make sure all these are as flat as I can get them. I have to decide whether I'm going to resin this or varnish. I think I need to resin this. I mean, I suddenly really like it now. Get it to lay flat, 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 gently. All right, I think that's done. So I actually really like it now. Look at this. I mean, you can see it from the other direction. What a difference. And I left just enough of the cells in that I like. And yeah, I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with this. All right, I'll be back for the next phase, whatever that might be. If I'm going to resin it, I'll probably just show you the final results. All right, I'll be back. So everyone, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and this is definitely a showcase of if you're not happy the first time, try again. And if you're not happy the second time, try a third time. And if you're new here and haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, hitting the bell and all. You'll get all my latest tutorials. Please leave a comment. I'd like to know what you think. I get back to everybody, and a thumbs up is always appreciated. And a reminder to check out my playlists for other creations. Also think about that Fluidart boutique. It's going to be a very intimate setting with some one-on-one time with everybody. I'd love to see you there in DC from the 6th to the 8th of August. So everyone, that's all for now. Take care. Until next time.